Hola, ¿cómo están todos? As you can see, we're not in my blue bubble. We are in my kitchen. This is going to be a super duper short video. I was feeling a certain way earlier today and I was gonna do a video about it, but then I was like, nah, I don't really feel like it. So, I decided to make one now. Hold on, there is too much background noise going on right now. Let me rectify that. All right. We had several fans running because I guess somebody just dropped the kids off at the pool in the bathroom. And then, so they had fans running. And then my dad's watching something about Bigfoot or the Sasquatch or La Chupacabra, I don't know which one, on TV. And yeah, so anyway. My lipstick is starting to come off a little bit. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. This might be a useless video or it might be something that could motivate you. Not sure, but whatever. I was having the most horrible Saturday, or, well, I guess it was Sunday. I was having the most horrible Sunday of my life. And I'm probably exaggerating, but that's how I felt. Like, I overslept. I woke up kind of late. I was supposed to go to church, but, you know, that didn't happen. Still watched the service online because we do have that option. And it was good, but, you know, it's not the same thing as actually being there. So I was kind of depressed about that. And then by the time I finally decided to actually get up, there were like 20 people in my house. And those of you who know me, I'm extremely introverted. I can be an extrovert, but I'm more leaning towards the introverted spectrum, side of the spectrum. And so, especially when I've just woken up, I want to be by myself. I want to get my life together first before I see a whole bunch of people. And our house is really small and we already live with too many people. So when those too many people decide to invite more too many people over the house, it's just double too many people. ¿Me entiendes? So I didn't want to come out of my room, but then I get cabin fever really easily. So with my small room and then me not being able to actually come out of my room and breathe for a little bit, it was horrible. I had a really big headache and I just felt groggy. And then I had to contact one person that I work with for the sake of, you know, not giving out too much information. There was one person that I work with who I personally had to contact to see if they were going to need me tomorrow or not. Well, at this point it was tomorrow, but now it's today, to see if they needed me or not. So it's like, I understand people get busy. They don't have time to keep you informed about everything all the time, but I kind of like to know ahead of time my schedule for the next day. I don't like to find out the day of, because then that pisses me off. Or it's an opportunity that I could have used to schedule somebody else. I could have scheduled another client. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't waste my time that way. So that kind of made me upset. Turns out I won't be seeing her today. And then another client of mine contacts me and is telling me basically that they're still going to hold their appointment, but it's going to be later on in the day. And it's like, mujeres, like, por favor. You know, like, have a little bit more respect. Let people know things ahead of time. Again, like I said, I know things happen, but still. Because had I known this ahead of time, I could have scheduled someone in your place. Now it's too late to try to contact somebody at the last minute to fill in those time slots. So you have one person who completely canceled, and then you have another person who pushed their appointment later. So it's like, oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. So that had me pissed off. And you know, once you're already in a bad mood, you're not feeling very well, you're not feeling your best, it's like everything and everyone better get out of your way They better move, I don't know to where, hasta el Buritungo, because I'm not in the mood to see you, talk to you, smell you, see you, nothing. And that's the kind of day I was having. And so, but you know what? God is good. God is good because I've been praying to him about a few things, and I've been working on myself about a few things concerning how I react to things of this manner or worse. So we've been working on that, and I've been praying to him about things, and he really came through because even though it caught me off guard and it was at the last minute, someone had called me for an appointment, like at the last minute. They had a horrible day at work and they wanted to feel better. And so the first person they thought of was me. And I was like, wow, that's an honor. That really is an honor, because when I'm having a bad day, I'm not thinking about anybody except for the fools that I want to strangulate. That's about it. So it was pretty cool that she thought of me. She thought of me. And so she was like, I need to lift my spirits. I had a horrible day. I need to see Mika. And so she texted me and asked me if I had some time for her to come by to do a color appointment with her. So basically the look that I have on, more or less, we worked on this look on her, but just altered it a little bit to make it more tailored to her and the things that she wanted to learn to do at home. So it was really cool. It was really cool. And so that brings me to the point of having my own business with Mary Kay. Because before, when I was working my 9 to 6, there was not flexibility at all. And ya tu sabes que, oh my gosh, I have makeup all over my hand. All over the back of my hand. I didn't even know that. Well, that's what happens when you're a makeup artist. You just rub everything on the back of your hand and then forget to wipe it off. But anyway, so when I had a 9 to 6, there wasn't much flexibility, and you guys already know I'm not a morning person. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm not a morning person. There are alternate weeks where I have to wake up early. I have no choice. But there are also weeks where I don't. I don't have to wake up early at all. I could wake up in the afternoon if I wanted to. And sometimes that happens. So I definitely have more flexibility. But what I really love about Mary Kay is that someone could just be thinking about me, like what happened last night, and go, you know what? I need an appointment with Mika, and come through, and I'm working from home. This is my kitchen. I've got all my makeup stuff there. I started to clean up a little bit, so not everything is out, but I'm sitting here in my kitchen working from home. They came to me, so I didn't have to drive anywhere. And even if I did, I would get to claim that on my taxes. But since I'm home, guess what? I still get to claim it on my taxes because I'm at home. I'm using my electricity. I'm using my space. I use my room as storage for all of my products and stuff. So all of this gets to be claimed on my taxes. The amount of time that I spent on, because it was her, but then another lady was here, so she joined us. So the amount of time that I spent on the ladies, it was about I'd say 2 to 2.5 hours. They were here. I get to claim that on my taxes. And it's just like, I was having such a horrible day. And she was having such a horrible day. But then, we got together. We started playing with makeup and getting caught up. And, basically at this point, I can't say she's my best friend, but we've met a few times and we've had a few appointments with one another. And she's a really sweet girl. And she's someone that I wouldn't mind hanging out with outside of business matters. So it's really cool, the things that my business has introduced me to. It's introduced me to more flexibility. It's introduced me to easy money. It's not always an easy business, but it's a simple thing to do. And I don't know, this is just one of those silver nuggets that show up when you need it the most, And again, I didn't have to leave. I didn't have to go anywhere. It's just absolutely awesome. And I feel so blessed that God gave me that opportunity to work for a few hours today. Yesterday into today, because wow. I mean, we've all had those days. So I'm pretty sure I don't have to go into more detail about how I was feeling. And it just, I don't know, something I definitely didn't have before. And even if I was still in a bad mood for whatever reason while the ladies were here, I can make the appointment as fast or as slow as I want. You know, if I was like, I'm really not having it today, I'll give them a good half an hour to an hour and then we need to be done. I could have done that. But because I love what I do and I find it fun and entertaining, I really didn't notice the time going by. And that's something I definitely didn't have at my 9 to 6. It's like if I showed up in a bad mood, I'm not going to say I didn't have my good moments throughout the day, but 9 to 6, that's a long day. And that's a lot of time for something to go wrong, for someone to piss you off again after you already got yourself in a good mood. And now you're back in a bad mood. And I understand you shouldn't let people manipulate your feelings like that. I get it. I understand. But that doesn't stop people from trying it. And that's a long day for someone to try it several times. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I just wanted to get on here real quick and just talk real quick about my day. And I hope all of you had a wonderful weekend. If not, first of all, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know what your circumstances are, but I pray that God gives you the peace and the guidance that you need to either deal with the situation or rectify the situation or change your state of mind about the situation. Whatever it is that you're in need of, I pray that God provides that for you. But, you know, I hope that this gives you a little bit of hope that even little things such as these can make your day better if you allow it to. And this was definitely one of those things that I needed and God delivered. So, this person doesn't come get their food out of the microwave. Anyway, but I'm going to go because I need to finish cleaning up. And but I just wanted to get on here and say, hey, boo, hey, and tell you a little about my weekend and how things do change. Things may suck a little bit right now, but nothing stays the same. ¿Cómo se dice, Hector Lavoe? Nada dura para siempre. There you go. And that's really true. That's very true. So, but anyway, I'm going to stop wasting your time. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Hey, Dad. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.